industry because I wanted to become a singer before I could sing. Can you imagine? You might have wanted to be a footballer and you never actually touched the ball. You know? That was me, because the things that was driving me, the things that was steering me, you know, you got a lot of kids, alhamdulillah, here, mainly, generally, you know, the ones that come to the masjid, they want to obviously impress their parents, they want to impress the imam, they got a sense of, you know, we need to do well because you get a reward from it. Every time you obviously, I don't know how it works over here, but when I was young and I was learning Quran, every time I achieved a juz or a part of the Quran that I understood or I memorized, when I got home, my parents rewarded me. So what I wanted to do was get as many rewards, right? You know, I was just memorizing the Quran. I wasn't actually taking it in, but as a youngster, obviously that's what you do. But I was getting rewarded. The thing that was motivating me was reward. Soon, obviously, as you get a little bit older, the academics, you know, when I was in college and in high school and such, I wanted to do well because of my teachers and my mom and my dad. It was rewarding me, you know. That's the thing to do, right? You get to your age of like, what, 14, 15, and all of a sudden, when you're smart, you're called a geek. You don't want to be a geek, do you? The next thing you want to do is impress your friends. That's what I wanted to do. Now at that time, obviously, the guys that I wanted to impress were my peers. That's all I wanted to do. And in Holland, I don't know if there's any Dutch people? Yeah? The national sport in Holland is what? Football. Right? Here we got cricket and everything else and football, but in Holland it's football. It's nothing else but football. So in Holland what I wanted to do is excel and do well. Just so I could be driven by my desires. And my desires was, I want to be popular. I want everyone to see me and look at me and go, wow, that guy is really good, regardless of what it was. First it was academics, my second bit was football, and I started really doing well in football, and I started playing for those who are from Holland. It's a small pro team called Midlands Valley. It's kind of like, say Aston Villa, but the youth teams I was playing in. And I was really proud of myself. You know, I was really good. My brother was in the same team, and you know, people were looking at me. All the guys wanted to be in their teams, they wanted to be around me, and I felt like, yeah, this is probably what happiness is, right? The guys want to be around you. But when you get to a certain age of 15, 16, obviously your desires start kicking in, puberty starts kicking in, and you notice the opposite sex. Yes, everyone goes through that. At some point, you look at the opposite sex and you think, okay, that's a different creature there. That's, you know, you start slowly you start being driven by it. And I thought, you know what, it's not enough to be popular with the guys now. All of a sudden, I swear I must have trained every day for 7 to 8 years to play football. I dropped the football. I couldn't even be bothered to play football. It was like a fun thing, but I didn't want to excel in it. How do I get to women? How are women going to like me? Because the guys got now, they're alright, they're cool, they're my friends, everyone wants to be around me. How do I get the women? That was my main question when I was 15, 16. So this is at this point where I actually decided I want to become a singer. Because women love singers, right? That's the equation, right? I can't see many people here listening to R&B singers because it's just like, that's what women do, right? Most of the guys just hip hop and gangster stuff, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're not going to listen to soft stuff. So, my cousin, who wasn't even really my cousin, I called him my cousin because he was a singer and I wanted to be close to him. So what I did was, I made it seem to people that he was related to me. That's how much I wanted to be popular. And that's how I got into the music industry. This guy couldn't sing a note, you know? But he was different. He was, no one did what he did. And in my college, the girls wanted to be with him and the guys wanted to be him. It made sense, didn't it? I need to try and be a singer. I never sang a note in my life. And I thought, you know what, that's what I want to become, and I think that that's what I want. Slowly but surely, as I fast forward, I started being in this band. He was in a band, I don't know if you guys, there's a band in Holland called Unnatural Ice, and there was like the So Sonic crew as such in the UK, and we were trying to impress these people, because that's the next stage. As I was doing everything that I was doing, I always had to impress these people, because that's what it's about. You don't become someone by just impressing yourself. You have to fool them to make them believe that you are something special. And as I was doing that, long story short, as with all bands, you start having differences, and I felt that there was a need for me to go solo and continue my career by myself. As I looked more and more into the music industry, into music, the first thing I'm obviously going to do is watch MTV like it's Peach TV, you know? I was on there 24/7, watching every single program on MTV, which is humanly impossible. Like, my TV would be on MTV and I wouldn't even be watching TV. I'd come home into my house and MTV would be on. you know? And I go to bed with music in my headphones and I'm asleep. How can you listen to music when you're asleep? I couldn't function without music. And nowadays, what you see, especially in the industries and in the youth, music is a vital part in people's lives because it's something to do, right? You know, even all the imagine clubs and everything that's going on and all the fitna and going out and stuff. Can you imagine that without music? Sitting in a small sweaty room with a lot of intoxicated people and there's just no sound. Music drives all that fitna. So music is a very, very, like I said, important tool for shaitan to bring people together. Music can actually change your atmosphere. If I'm feeling good, I hear a sad song, all of a sudden, I feel sad. How's that possible? I feel bad, I listen to a happy song, and I'm happy. It affects you, and you don't even know it. This is the thing that people do. They want to get away from reality.